Dave Tosh, Executive Director, Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Today at the center, we've been handing out Aging Mastery Program starter kits, AMP starter kits that was displayed on the front cover of our January newsletter. It's early January, a little cold outside, decided I'd move back in, but for those of you that were able to participate today, you got some cookies, fresh baked cookies right out of the oven along with the starter kits. This is what a starter kit looks like for those of you that weren't able to come out and get one. Just want to say that we have quite a few kits available so that if you weren't able to come out and get one today, we will make sure you get one if you call. Leave a voicemail at 662-7036 or just email us, D at WenatcheeSeniorCenter.com. That's DEE. And we will make sure we get a kit to you. But along with the kits, and we're doing these kits obviously because we're closed and we can't do the classes, the in-person classes that we did about a year ago. We have a Zoom meeting that we're setting up. Now, this is going to happen pretty quick, so I don't know by the time you see this video, it may have already happened. But the bottom line is that we are attempting to do some classes through Zoom meetings, and you can get that kind of information out of the newsletter and on our homepage of our website. So again, today's been a pretty busy day. Had a lot of folks come out and get their kits. Just want to make sure that you're aware that we still have kits available. And also we'll be doing Zoom meetings, conducting classes through that platform. And any questions, please call or email us and we will get back to you. And you'll see more information coming on these kits. Again, it's helpful for you to get a kit so that we get credit for it, and we do get some funding associated with that. And there's no cost to you as a member or anybody in the community that's 60 years of age or older. Thanks, and we will see you soon at the Senior Center. So we just had a couple arrive here to pick up their AMP kits. We had that in our January newsletter that we're going to have a drive-through from 10 to noon today. And if you could just introduce yourselves real quick and tell us a little bit about how you found out. I suppose it was in the newsletter, right?
It was in the newsletter,
yeah. And what you think you might be able to do with the kits once you get them home.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. That's why we wanted to check them out and see what was all there.
We want to stay healthy. We mainly want to stay healthy.
Well, that's what it's all about. So today we're handing out the AMP kits and along with a fresh baked cookie. And I'm not sure, are you here to get the cookie or the AMP kit?
I love sweets.
Good to hear that you got your computer set up to do Zoom because we are going to have a Zoom meeting with AMP that'll be going on. We gave you a little slip of paper. Did you get the slip of paper there? Yeah, that's the paper. And so we would like people to try it out and sign up and learn a little more about Zoom and the AMP program. We'll have a gentleman, one of our board members, will be doing the Zoom meetings, and because we can't do it, face to face right now.
I've paid very close attention, to what I need, and the senior center is extraordinary. But what was really interesting, I read that very well, what that thing, and it was all the things I've been thinking about. Yeah. So I'm going to really give this a good chance because the fact is that I can get all these worries that I have in one place. Plus, I have a number of friends that I have here, and I'm going to push. I'm not going to let them get away with not doing this because I'm going to tell you what, I know a lot about these kinds of things. I'm a teacher, physics and math teacher, taught all my life and taught all over the world, and I tutor kids now on Zoom. So I'm ready.
If you could give me your full name.
Yes. Dirk Malcolm Horton. Or Dirk at work, or excuse me, Dirk not at work. Horton, here's a who. Okay. And 76 and full of tricks.
That's great, Dirk. I just handed you a kit Did I hand you a cookie? I don't think I gave you a cookie.
Well, I can understand because you didn't want me to talk much.
Therefore, I'll get you 2 cookies.
Thank you.
I owe you. So Dirk's with us today. We've been advertising the AMP program, Aging Mastery Program, in our newsletter for a couple months. Do you know much about the program at all yet?
Well, I actually have read all the resources, and that's what made me know that I should do it, because again, it takes all the issues that I've been worrying about and have to resource myself, and there it is. So I want to tell you what, you've just saved me a tremendous amount of time, because I have to do these things. Yep. And it's nice to have other people doing them and new ideas. And so I've been in Wenatchee now for we're at 24 years, and I want to tell you what, I'm a lucky man to have found this wonderful valley, and the senior center is a major part of it.
Well, that really, that's a great publicity for the Senior Center, and we really appreciate that. Along with the kit, there's a little form there for registering for Zoom meetings on AMP. So we would like you to look into that. And we have a gentleman, one of our board members, who, if you could get a hold of us with that, we'll answer any questions you might have before we get started. So,
well, again, I've been using Zoom to tutor kids for a long time, and that's another thing we're very lucky to have. So, Thank you.
So I got Melanie Salter with us today, and she just picked up her cookies along with an AMP starter kit. And what do you know about AMP so far?
Just what I've been following from our newsletter and the results they've had from it. It's been very successful.
Yeah, and so we've been advertising it in the newsletter the last several months. It's really beneficial to the Senior Center. We get some money for every kit that we issue. And if you would, take a look at the registration form on top of the box there. We're going to have Zoom meetings on AMP, and those are the dates. Daryl Dickinson, one of our board members, will be orchestrating all that. So please consider joining in with us on the Zoom calls, and that tells you how to get registered.
From 1 to 2. Great. That's a great time of day, too. So wonderful.
Well, Melanie.
I will Zoom you.
Melanie, we still know you're one of our ambassadors, and we appreciate you coming out today to pick up a kit. So the Aging Mastery Program is a program developed by the National Council on Aging. It was put together several years ago. And the idea was there would be classes conducted, 10 classes, and different subject matter that focused on the aging process, how to benefit from resources that are available in the community. We had our first class associated with the Senior Center in January, February of this past year. And because we can't do that right now, we are issuing starter kits so that you can familiarize yourself with the program and learn more about what the offerings are, so that when we get up and operating again, you can participate in the classes. And we also will have some Zoom meetings associated with the starter kits as we go. But it's a program that was funded by the National Council on Aging. It's evidence-based, so that it's been done very professionally, and very worthwhile information about how to live your lives better and familiarize yourselves with the resources available to the seniors in our community.